So what's up guys, welcome to another YouTube video. It's your boy, I am back, and I am going to be doing 5 things we learned after every Liverpool match. So if you don't know how this works, we have 3 sections, which is the green box, the yellow box, and the red box. So the green box is something really positive that we learned from the game. It could be about a player's performance, about a circumstance, anything. The yellow box is something that it is a problem, but it is a problem, but it isn't something to worry about a lot. And the last box which is a red box, is basically if a player had a really bad performance or just something really bad that happened to the team. So let's get straight into it. Liverpool played against Wolves yesterday. The final scoreline was 4-0 to the mighty Reds. What a great win that was. Liverpool showed how good we are as a team. Even with all these injuries, we still managed to beat a very difficult Wolves side, and keeping a clean sheet as well, 4-0. What a performance from the whole team. Really proud of the boys. And yeah, so let's get straight into it. So the first box is going to be a green box for Gini Wijnaldum. Get this man a new contract. Honestly, he's been such a good servant to this club, and I think it will be criminal if we don't get him a new contract before the summer. Of course, his current contract runs out in the summer, so we need to tie him up before that time. But yeah, he's done really well yesterday. He got such a beautiful top corner. The way he just curled it into the top bins was really nice. And of course, the fans played a really big part in yesterday's game. And Gini Wijnaldum, how many games has he played? I think he's played like 8 games in 21 days, which is unbelievable. It's really breathtaking. Even though we had all these injuries, he still managed to play all our games. And yeah, I'm really happy for Gini Wijnaldum. He's finally getting the credit that he deserves, and I think he was Liverpool's man of the match yesterday. That's just my opinion. So now moving on, we have another green box for Kevin Kelleher. What an outstanding player he is. His second game during the week, he had his first game, his Champions League debut against Ajax, kept a clean sheet, made some really important saves. Today, he also his Premier League debut, and also made really good saves. Notably the one against Podence where he tried to chip it. What a keeper, man. To have him as our second keeper is really good, because Liverpool have had they've had dodgy keepers in the past, like Minele, Karius, Adrian as well. So it's really nice to see a good keeper as our number 2 keeper. He's done very well. He's still 22 years old, and I'm really proud of him. I think he can become better, and I can see now that the players they have confidence in him. When Adrian was there, the defense weren't confident with the goalkeeper. He's very good with his feet, because he was a striker until 15 years old. You could see that he's strong with his right foot and also his left foot. He's both footed, and that's what you need in a keeper. So I think he has all the good attributes needed to be successful, and yeah, I'm looking forward to him playing in the next few matches. But of course, if Alisson comes back, I think all Liverpool fans would say Alisson needs to start, of course, because Alisson is the number 1 keeper in the world. If not, he's in the top 3. If you do not agree with that, then I'm sorry, but you don't watch football. And now moving on, I have a yellow box, and I don't think we should be worried about this, but it's Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane had an okay game yesterday, but I think he was the worst out of the front 3. I think Firmino had a really good match, and Salah as well. We'll get onto that in a few moments. But Mane, he missed a couple of chances. Of course, the 4th goal was his shot or his touch that hit Semedo to get an own goal. But I don't think over the last few games, we know what Mane is going to give. He's going to keep on going the whole match. He's going to have bursts of energy, but he hasn't been getting the goals, and I'm not really worried about it, because I know that he'll pick up his form. But Sadio Mane has failed to score yesterday as well, and he missed some chances. So I'm just gonna put him in a yellow box. I don't think there's anything to worry about. But regarding yesterday's game and regarding Sadio Mane's high standards, I think he had a poor game, to be honest. Now moving on to another green box, and this is not for a player, but it's just for the circumstances of getting our injured players back. Players are starting to return from injuries. Yesterday we saw Trent Alexander-Arnold come back, we saw Keita as well, and you could just see that when the team, when the best players are back, when the players are there, the team has been playing really good. Of course, Fabinho came back like 2 weeks ago, and just whenever we have our best players, we always play better, and you could see the quality from Trent Alexander-Arnold's cross yesterday. Keita came on. I didn't think he would have impact, and he didn't, but I think Trent and Keita will play against Midtjylland just to get some minutes under their belt. It's encouraging that more players are coming back. We're expecting to see Shaqiri come back, expecting to see Chamberlain come back in some few weeks, Thiago in January, I think. So despite all of this, we're still joint top, which is also very encouraging, because imagine we had Van Dijk, imagine we had Gomez, imagine Trent didn't get injured, imagine Alisson was fit, imagine our midfield, imagine Thiago was there, bro. Like, we would be, I think, running away with the league at this point. So I don't think that it is too bad now. So yeah, it's really positive that players are returning. And now moving on to the last point, it's a green box for Mohamed Salah. What an outstanding performance yesterday. He did really well throughout the match. He had really good play, link up play. He had an assist for Joel Matip. He had that goal. Of course, Conor Cody did the mistake, but he still had the anticipation to capitalize on that mistake and to score. That's the most important thing for attackers. And he had a really good performance this season. He's had 10 Premier League games and he scored 9 goals, which is very good. And I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves, because you could see how people are hyping up Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and rightly so. People are hyping up Son. No one is really hyping up. And I think he's been very consistent ever since he joined Liverpool. He's always in that top goal scorers bracket in the league, and I think he's the third top scorer since for 3 seasons. He's the third top scorer behind Messi and Lewandowski in Europe's top 5 leagues, which is really amazing, and I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. He's been coming back to the midfield and driving with the ball, which we've lacked from him over the last few seasons. Everyone used to say that he just finishes off the chances, but you could see that now he's really become more confident, and he's coming back, tracing back, defending, doing all these positive things, and really impressed by Mohamed Salah. Also, an honourable mention to Curtis Jones and Nico Williams. They continue to show us how impressive and how much potential they have. I think Curtis Jones especially has proved to be a really good talent, and you see like how Arsenal has by Bukayo Saka, how Man United have Greenwood, how Manchester City have Phil Foden. We have Curtis Jones, and I don't think people recognize how good he is. Of course, the injuries of the other midfielders made him step into the team, and I think now he's knocking onto the door for the first team. So even if all these players come back, I won't be surprised if Klopp starts making him play more, and I won't be surprised if he starts big matches in the future. So Curtis Jones is very good. Nico Williams, after all the stake that he's got over these last 2 performances against Ajax and yesterday against Wolves, he's really shown us that he is a decent player. I don't think he's quite at the level yet, but he will of course continue to improve. We don't need him as a first team right back, because of course we have the best right back in the world in Trent Alexander-Arnold, but he can be a good backup right back when called upon, and I think that's the most important thing. We have cover in almost all areas of the pitch now. Robertson, we have Chimikas, Nico Williams for Trent Alexander-Arnold, and so on. So you could see these two young players really making an impact on the team when they have the chance, and that's what's impressing me the most. Of course, the fans came back into the stadium yesterday, which is another positive, and I think that really made the team work better and made the team not give up. And finally, that's all I have for today. The mighty Reds come away with a 4-0 victory at Wolves, and what a great match, and really proud of the boys. So guys, if you disagree or agree with anything, please leave it in the comment section below. Please like, share the video, and I'll be back later. Peace.